I guess, advice for somebody wanting to get into cybersecurity that was perhaps in the under 20 age bracket? Because I guess I don't want to kind of alienate people that perhaps haven't gone to university or haven't gone through higher education, because that's not necessarily the route in. YouTube, the internet have got a plethora of resources available that will help you to pick up the tips, the tricks, the technologies, the understanding of how to do cyber-related technical stuff. They're not so good at helping out the soft skills, but that's kind of another comment. For me, for an individual in that space, is learn, open your mind to what is out there. You need to kind of, I guess, almost be Jedi-like. And there's probably a bit of a movie theme here to the answers, right? But be wary of the dark side. So the kind of altruistic, kind of criminal side of cyber can be quite Hollywood and attractive, but actually it's not where you want to play. But actually, if you can still do all of that great stuff, breaking into places, highlighting holes and vulnerabilities, and kind of proving your worth, but you can do that for the greater good, and you can do that on the good side and get paid for it at the same time. The route to success is probably a little longer, but actually the skills are the same. So for me, that's kind of a big focus area, is just nothing should be off the table. Use that creative freedom that you have when you're that old, and just explore and work out what you enjoy doing, and learn whatever you can. I also think there's a really good community in InfoSec across the globe, whether it be sort of practitioner conferences like B-Sides, or something a bit more established like RSA, and all the practitioners that kind of associate with those events or those organisations that reach out to the community and get involved, whether that's locally or internationally. Use social media. There's some great accounts that are worth their weight in following to get an interest and an idea as to what the real world looks like. I think cybersecurity is an industry people can move into later on in their careers, but it's hard. It's not necessarily hard for that individual because it's something that they've done. It's hard because organisations aren't necessarily geared up to deal with that change, to respond to the needs and demands of that individual. That they want that polished practitioner, because of a mature candidate would kind of assume one would have 20, 15, 10 years worth of experience doing a similar related field. But actually, the field that I've spent my career in is completely different to where I am today. And organisations don't like taking those risks because they want a safe pair of hands. So it's going to be hard because you're going up against a lot of bias, pretty much, because the whole recruitment process is driven towards recruiting conditioned, experienced individuals. But actually, what you need to then demonstrate is your passion, your drive, the positivity, all the right behaviours that will make you a right fit for that organisation. You can teach the technical stuff if it's a technical piece that the role is the candidate's looking for, but the behaviours, the integrity of that individual is something that you can't, and it's really important to get that across during that selection process.